You know, it's kind of a neat thing when you're off-road in real life. You run low tire pressure and you run beadlocks, so you can run low tire pressure to get max grip. And there's good, what I would consider good beadlocks and bad beadlocks. So let's talk about it a little bit. What do I have here? Well, I'm really proud of these because I think they're just neat. And what we're doing is we're going to be doing like a revamp of my TRX4 K10. It's the High Trail, edition. Came out a couple years ago, maybe 3 years ago. And I'm going to be putting on some 1.9s. Now, these Mickey Thompsons, I just kind of want to show you these real quick up close. Look at the detail. Even the milling around the edge, it just looks so neat. And it's engraved. It says Mickey MT on it, Mickey Thompsons. I mean, who doesn't like Mickey Thompson stuff? And I'm going to show you why I picked these over some other beadlocks. So let's talk about why you, first of all, may be struggling to begin with. Well, one thing you have to consider is what kind of beadlock are you running? So you see this type of wheel a lot. It's supposed to have two. I can't find the other half. Maybe I got mad at it. I'm not sure. But a lot of times you'll see something that looks like this and it has a hub. Well, sometimes when you buy these, they're like real cheap, right? You're like, oh man, it's only $20. And then you realize you got to buy the hubs because they don't have any hubs with them. And then you got to buy the hardware for that. Well, then it starts to get real expensive. So then that little cheap wheel you bought that had two of these, this is kind of cool looking little steel wheel. So then you have your wheels, and then you've got, it came with a ring that goes inside, and then you have to buy the hubs and then the screws. And if you buy, like, I don't know, some of these brands, they still use Imperial hardware. And then you got to buy like a stupid different wrench. You need to stop all that nonsense right there. And the biggest reason why I no longer use these is because the hub mount that carries the load for the bead is in the center. And it just doesn't work. They never stay. So my first thing I'm going to recommend is get you a set of beadlocks that actually beadlock to the outside. So this is what I currently run on the K10. It's these 2.2. They're pretty deep, I think. They look good. Nice deep dish. They just look cool. Sorry, my camera's kind of weird. This is made by D1RC. That's a really cool company. They make all their own stuff. And then they have this really cool tire that I like running. And this will fit on my K10. Now it rubs a little bit, but it kind of sounds neat when it rubs. And I like it because it's a great just basher tire. It takes a lot of abuse. But you notice it has a beadlock on the outside, and then it has hubs it comes with that mount to the axle via your normal wrench, and then it gives you an extra scale look by you bolting this wheel to that hub it comes with, essentially. So again, there's some nuances when it comes to buying these, and the biggest recommendation I can tell you is to buy true beadlock wheels that have a beadlock on the outside that uses its own hub system to mount to your truck, your crawler, and then use the same brand tires, because you're always going to be sure that it's going to work.